Welcome to Serenity Productions.
Hi! If you could, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out at the bookstore. Thanks!
This meeting does not have to happen, Sasha. We can leave this up to the other heads of the clan to sort this out, and you don't have to see him.
I'll have to see him eventually in Eris. He's staying here for the time being.
The castle's more than big enough for the two of you to remain on opposite sides for the duration of this trip. Even Fangs agrees.
Yes, well, I remember how Fangs was like with Clay. I can only imagine what you're going to be like with your new brother-in-law after hearing him for the first time, and you made a promise. You can't ban him from the castle, Fangs. He's here as a representative from the council. All right, both of you. I know what you're trying to do, and while I appreciate it, I really do, I am now one of the heads of this clan. Or, at least I'm going to be married to one of these days. Which means I'm going to have to deal with people I don't like a lot. He is here as solely a representative. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's just treat this as professional as we can, okay?
All right.
Thanks. Thank you.
Excuse me for the interruption, but the meeting is about to begin.
Thank you. Remember, professional. I still wish your mother was here, Fangs. She could have handled this a lot better. I'm just thankful that your uncle was able to step up to the task. Well, if we can't have your mom, your uncle, who looks younger than both of us, should do the trick. You're still gonna have to explain that story to me one time. Are you sure he's older than your mother? Must have been one pissed off Wiccan. Okay. Now or never, right?
Thank you for joining us, Miss De La Cruz. I appreciate you being the arbitrator for this meeting.
It's my pleasure. And thank you for allowing my partner to also be present.
Of course. As they have a sitting relation on the council, it is only right that they should be privy to this meeting. Now, shall we let in our guests?
I suppose if we keep them waiting any longer, it would be an insult.
Allow them in then. Welcome. I understand that you have traveled a long way. Hopefully the accommodations have been up to your standards thus far.
They will do.
I am happy to hear. I saw that you brought with you a full complement.
We have been tasked with protecting the nearby city-state. The cause for our numbers is to make sure that we can do our job correctly. Nothing more.
I wasn't implying that you were going to do anything that you were not tasked with.
Can never tell with your lot. It has been my understanding that most of you talk in implied statements.
Well, here you will find that we speak plainly. What we would like to discuss is what you will need during your rest here.
Full access to your training grounds, libraries, scrying rooms, and supplies.
I see.
Will this be a problem? I was told that we would have your uncontested compliance.
No, of course not. You are welcome here as you are a representative of the council. And as I have come to be informed, you yourself are now family. And family is always welcome within our halls.
I don't know what you speak of. I have no family here.
I was under the assumption that Miss De La Cruz...
And you assumed wrong. Do not lump me in with those that would turn their back on customs and family. Especially those that should not hold the family name anymore.
I believe the family dramatics should best be left for behind the scenes, Malcolm.
Calm down, Fangs. He's just trying to get a rile out of us.
I see. Well, in any case, you are still welcome here. Please, make yourself at home. How long do you expect your stay to be?
No longer than it needs to. We hope to be out of here as soon as possible. Any more delay could be putting the nearby city-state in danger.
Of course. Then you will have access to everything you need.
We would also like to make it clear that none of our company are to be used as donors, and that even suggesting it might be cause for the Council to take action against this coven.
Malcolm!
It's quite alright, Eris. I understand, and it has been noted. Sir.
Then that is all I have to say. I will be turning in for the night. Try to keep your people out of our way while we are here. It will prevent any unwanted interactions between us.
A strange sibling, Sasha?
I'm sorry, we should have warned you.
No, I am sorry. I should not have assumed that you would be okay with me bringing that up. I will keep that in mind for the future and alert my sister to the tense relationship you have with your brother.
Where will they be staying?
The Far East Wing, with access to everything on that side of the castle. Far away from your section.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. Fangs here alerted me to what might be a very awkward situation should they be made to stay near your rooms.
Good call, babe.
Well, that is all. Perhaps we can get on with the rest of our night.
Please, we got out of that meeting without any incident. I would like to keep up the trend.
Understood. Have a good evening.
Yes, I do believe that could have gone a lot worse. Well, at least we didn't have to talk to... Malcolm.
So it's true. You have become a soulless monster. How disgusting.
Always nice seeing you too, brother. Hope you've been doing well, though I can see you still have that stick firmly planted up your ass.
And you have let yourself become a leech. You always were a disappointment, but I never thought you would stoop this low.
By stoop, do you mean die? Because that wasn't by choice.
No, your choice was in partner, which was the first of many wrongdoings in your life. You never could pick the right one, Sasha. Your taste in people was always flawed.
Malcolm, that is enough.
No, please, Aunt Eris, let him dig himself into a deeper hole. Saves me the trouble of having to do it.
You never could beat me one-on-one, Sasha. What makes you think you could now?
Oh, I don't know, Malcolm. Being a leech does come with a few added perks.
And if you think I am not strong enough to take on a fledgling vamp, then you don't know me very well.
Fangs, stay back. Darling, if you could.
I haven't known you at all for years. You turned your back on Eve and I, not the other way around, no matter how twisted your mind likes to remember that story.
My mind doesn't have to twist it because that is exactly what happened. You and Eve turned your backs on us, our family, our traditions, our way of life.
Yes, because we didn't want to kill people.
Monsters, Sasha.
Monsters that you're now working with, Malcolm.
A necessary evil for the greater good. And monsters that have not killed and ravaged and destroyed everything in their wake. Like your fiancé.
They deserve to have a second chance. Everyone does.
Not monsters like them. They deserve to meet the termination team, no matter who their mommy is.
May I remind you that you are in their castle. This is their coven. I would suggest you mind your tone lest they strip you away of your invitation here, regardless of whether or not the council has sent you.
Oh, and now you want to play the doting aunt. Now, Eris.
You don't get to talk to her like that. She is still your elder and deserves some respect.
She hasn't been a family elder since we were children, Sasha. And she certainly isn't one now that she is shacked up with a demon.
That is quite enough out of you, young man. I suggest you go to your section of the castle now, or you'll make more of a scandal than any of us have the capacity to handle right now.
You do not get to tell me what to...
Thanks.
Of course, Your Majesty. I wouldn't want to offend you. Disgraces.
I'm all right, darling. He's the spitting image of my father, with the attitude to match.
I guess without us there, grandfather really sunk his claws into him, huh?
Unfortunately, yes. It is a consequence of my own actions, my darling. One that I'm sorry that you all must deal with now. Come. I think that we've had enough excitement for one night. And hopefully the others might have some good news with those runes they've been testing.